worldwide, there's about 300 million families today who have exited traditional education all throughout the world. In United States alone, the statistics have doubled from 5.2% to 11.1% in the last 2 years, and they show no signs of stopping.
Welcome back to FreedomFest TV, part of the Ultimate Summit for Liberty. I'm your host, Heather Wagenhals, and joining me of the HomeTribe is Emily Jones. Welcome to FreedomFest.
Thank you so much, Heather. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. Now, is this your first FreedomFest?
It is not. I came as an attendee last year and I fell in love with the entire experience. Just the vibes here are really amazing, and I just love how everyone's advocating for freedom. Especially education, medical freedom, but just the whole spectrum of the experience really caught me. And so now I'm here as an exhibitor and a speaker.
Excellent. So have you started speaking yet?
Not yet. We have a panel. I'm on a panel with Carrie McDonald and Rena Davinovich. It's the Educational Entrepreneur Revolution panel on Saturday at 4.
Oh, excellent. So we'll have to be sure to stop by and see that, get that Saturday at 4, and we'll come watch you there. So what, have you had an opportunity to be around and see some of the other speakers and guests?
I've popped in and out. I just saw Connor of the Tuttle Twins speak today.
He's excellent.
Yes, he is.
I interviewed him probably 10, 12 years on my financial show ago.
Yeah.
And he's doing some great things with education. So tell me about HomeTribe.
Yeah, so HomeTribe is an educational technology platform. We have a native iOS and Android app that connects families and educators together for local and online learning experiences, shippable and digital educational resources, and friends around the globe. We're an international platform, so we're seeing a huge exodus from traditional public education and even private education into homeschool and alternative education worldwide. It's a revolution, it's a renaissance, so that's who we're here to serve, our communities, educators and parents.
What are the biggest hurdles that parents are facing today with regard to educational choice?
So when it comes to traditional public education, there are a lot of ideologies that parents and educators are just not okay with. We've drawn our line in the sand when it comes to certain toxic curriculum that is pervasive, especially in California where I'm based, but throughout the United States and nationwide. We're seeing parents in Dubai that are actually homeschooling illegally because of their government school systems that they don't align with. We're seeing people in Canada exit spaces. Educators are just creating these beautiful micro schools and alternatives to public education because of the Marxism and communism agendas that are pervasive in public education today, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. So what do folks do that have limited resources? Maybe I'm a hardworking American. Maybe I don't have a huge education, but I want one for my kids, but I can't afford to educate them at home because I can't take time off work. I have to be working. And then there's the rub where I can't afford it. What kind of options do those individuals have?
Yeah, this is definitely a main fear that parents have that we conversate with when parents, they have the desire to exit and to homeschool their children, but they feel that they don't have the resources. And I think that the first myth is that homeschool is very expensive. But on the contrary, there are tons of free resources, co-ops and pods and communities. That's one reason why HomeTribe exists, is to make those communities aware. We have geolocation features so that parents who are worried about that problem can go on our platform and find free options. But the conversation comes into play with school choice. That's definitely an option for homeschool families in multiple states right now, where they can utilize school choice funds, ESAs, to finance home education with approved vendors.
How many states have the homeschool choice?
I'm not sure of that number. I think Corey DeAngelis would know better than I. He's walking around here. I know that California is not on that list currently. I think they want to have a tight grip on California's schools right now, and they don't want to provide that choice because they don't want people to opt into home education. But I'm not sure on those numbers for school choice.
To give us an idea of the scope of this, how many folks today, maybe it's a percentage number, maybe by actual number, of families that are leaving the public or traditional school systems for these alternative education options?
So Internationally, worldwide, there's about 300 million families today who have exited traditional education all throughout the world. In United States alone, the statistics have doubled from 5.2% to 11.1% in the last 2 years. So that's compounded, and they show no signs of stopping. So this is definitely a revolution.
Wow, it's a larger number than I thought it would be.
Absolutely. And it's because we're creating, there's been a disruption, right? So there's an inflection point in the marketplace, especially, and educators are creating these solutions from, free options all the way up to, premier options, if you will, for academies and micro schools. They're just offering a different way to educate.
Mm-hmm. So if folks want to get started but don't know where to go, they can visit what website?
So they can visit HomeTribe.com. We also have a native iOS and Android app. It's just HomeTribe. You can get it on your Apple phone as well as your Android phone, and it's free. We do have premium options, premium membership options, but you're free to browse. Parents are free to connect with like-minded families. There's a local friends feature that connects them to their local community. That's completely free. Parents are creating free opportunities like co-ops and pods in education. So there's a lot of free opportunity too, and low budget options.
Well, I mean, I'm just so excited to meet you. Thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Thank you.
And then that's HomeTribe.com.
HomeTribe.com, yes.
HomeTribe.com. Okay, great. Emily Jones is with me. I'm Heather Wagenhals, and we'll be back with more Freedom Fest TV right after this.